Have you been learning more and more about climate change and global warming the past few days and you want to do something, you feel like you should do something but you don't know what to do nor where to start? Well, I'm Nat Mency and I've been studying about it the past few days also, and I've gathered 12 simple actions that, as the name says already, they are simple, but if everyone did these things, they would result in so much. So these are 12 simple actions that you could start doing right after you finish watching this video, and I'm still doing my research. I'm not an expert at all about this, but I hope to be one day. And let's get started. You can do these things as a teenager or not, whoever you are. So yeah, let's get started. Keep learning about it. The more you know about global warming and climate change, the more you're able to spread awareness and the more you're able to help. When you know a lot about it, you have the possibility to come up with great ideas. Who knows, you're the person who is going to come up with that great idea and solution for global warming. Who knows, if you dedicate 5 to 10 minutes every day to global warming, you could watch a video with an article or anything like that. It would also help the world somehow, maybe, so just keep learning about it. But of course, make sure that what you're watching and what you're reading is something that you can trust in, because if not, you shouldn't trust it, you shouldn't spread that information. So do not spread fake news, do not read fake news. Know what type of trash is produced in your house and whether you and the people who live with you are throwing it away correctly. So some people still do not recycle and still do not separate the organic trash from the recyclable trash. So if you are one of those people, start doing it because it does help. There are so many people who do recycle, and that is so important and that's so great, because there are so many things that are recyclable, and if we start recycling those things, it will save a lot of those things from getting in the ocean. If you're not sure how to do that, I'll link here in the cards, and I'll put some videos and websites in the description box below that you can look at and know some products that are recyclable, some products that aren't recyclable. But if you do have a specific doubt about a specific product, make sure to do your own research and find out whether that product is recyclable or not and throw it away correctly. Avoid using plastic water bottles and these little guys over here, which are glasses but made of plastic. So avoid these and avoid plastic straws, knives and forks that are made of plastic. Make sure to avoid it. If you're going somewhere and you know that there's a possibility of you getting thirsty in the middle of it, make sure to bring your own reusable water bottle because it helps, That way you'll be saving a lot of plastic water bottles from being used and then in no time being thrown away. If you have to use them for specific situations, that's okay, of course, but avoid it as much as you can, It will help. It will save a lot of water bottles, plastic water bottles from being used. Do not buy unnecessary things. So whenever you go to the mall, make sure that you really feel like you should buy that specific thing because you really need it. If not, if you have any doubts about whether you need it or not, think, do I really need this? Can I live without this? It does help because First, it makes your house cleaner because it won't be filled with things that you won't use, that you don't use, I would also like to add in this topic the food waste topic because just like you shouldn't buy things that you won't use, do not put on your plate food that you won't eat, Only the amount of food that you're going to eat. Don't add so much and then you feel satisfied and you don't want to eat it anymore and you throw it away. Because food waste is a very bad thing that happens a lot in our day-to-day lives, and you should avoid it as much as you can also. Always prefer to use reusable bags. So a lot of plastic bags are produced, used, and then thrown away every minute, every second. So if you can be the one person who did not enter in that cycle, that would be good, Using reusable bags, they mean a little bit of an investment at first because you have to buy your own reusable bags, of course. But then it does pay off, not really for you right now, but for the environment, and hence for you. Buy 2 of them and you'll be able to carry everything that you need in your day-to-day life with those bags if you remember to bring them wherever you're going. So prefer to use reusable bags, and it does help the environment a lot. However, if you do have to use plastic bags, make sure to use those bags to throw away your trash, for example, because some of those bags, they are made for specifically for recyclable trash. There are so many things that you can do with plastic bags and and for that, because I'm not an expert in that, you can watch these videos and go to the links in the description box. Make sure to check those out, okay? Store bottle caps and can seals. If you have to use plastic water bottles or plastic bottles in general, or a lot of cans, you can save those and you can donate those to organizations which take those things and convert in money, because they mean money. Not a lot when there are just a few of them, but they mean a lot when there are a lot of them, a lot of money. So I save mine here, and when I get more of them, because look, I avoid these bottles as much as I can, but my family, who doesn't love soda, so I save those. When I get more of them, I'll donate them for organizations. If you don't know what organization donate for, you can do your research. There are a lot of organizations that receive these materials. I'm sure that you'll find a lot in your city, neighborhood, in your state, or in your country. Just do your research and I'm sure you'll find it in no time. Spread awareness and positivity. So this relates to the first topic. So as soon as you know a lot about it, you'll be able to spread that knowledge together. So there are a lot of people who don't know the first thing about global warming and climate change. People need to know about it. People need to know what's happening in the world so that everyone can work towards solving this problem. So if you know people who aren't really aware of what's happening, tell them. Tell them in a nice way, of course, but tell them. I don't know if you have the guts to create a YouTube channel and start talking about it. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm so brave, but I wanted to start doing these videos because I wanted to do something. I wanted to spread the knowledge that I'm learning, the things I'm learning. I wanted to share them with whoever wanted to hear what I have to say. If you have the opportunity to do campaigns and start talking to people in your school, in your work, whatever you can, because whenever I go just throw something away in a public place, I just notice how it isn't like separated in recyclable and organic, even though there are two places to put them, and people still don't know, people don't care, so if you want, spread positivity and the good things that are happening to solve this problem. Know what you're buying. So make sure to do your research and find whether the brands whose products you're consuming test on animals, if they do not test on animals, whether they follow and respect the environmental treatments they must respect. So if they don't respect environmental treatments, if they test on animals, avoid buying things from those brands, because we shouldn't support these behaviors from industries and brands, So do your research, watch videos and websites. Always remember to turn out the light when you leave a room and to not take extremely long showers and to not leave the tap open while you brush your teeth, First, it also helps whoever is paying the bills in your house, because if you save electricity and water, you have to spend less money. It does help the environment because you spend less water, you demand less electricity, and it helps. So maybe notice in your day-to-day life, if you forget often to turn out the lights, if you do pay attention whenever you leave a room to turn out, put it in your head that you're going to turn out, and I'm sure you will remember. And when you're taking showers, avoid taking extremely long showers. Do that little effort of controlling in your head, and if you have a problem with that, try to set up an alarm, try to do something like that, because that way you save water and you save money both at one time. If you live in a house and you have space, plant trees. Or if you live in an apartment like I do and you do not have space to plant trees, plant flowers and other types of plants, because it makes the air cleaner, it helps the environment, and it makes your place more beautiful. And I have my little plants here, so if you have that opportunity, do that. If you're able to volunteer, even if you're a teenager, there are some volunteer programs that you can join. I'm doing my research and I'm trying to find those volunteer programs, and there are a lot of them all over the world. These are amazing things that if you can be a part of, you'll be doing a lot of great things for the environment. And the last simple action is to donate whatever you have in your closet or in your house in general that you won't use it anymore. So if you have a lot of things and it's all like everything over the other thing and you don't use those things, but they can be used by someone, even if that someone isn't you. So donate those things, because there are a lot of people who need the things you don't really need anymore. So instead of throwing good things away, donate them. Of course, you shouldn't donate bad things, things that are overused, things that really have to be thrown away because they can't be used nor fixed anymore. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm doing my research and I intend to do more videos about this, so stay tuned, and I'm sorry for any mistakes in English because I'm still learning, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you start doing your part if you aren't already, and let's all be positive and let's all keep learning and keep finding solutions. I don't know if I'm quoting this correctly, but it's something like the problem is getting worse, but the solutions are getting better. So let's keep positive. Make sure to give me your like if you like this video, subscribe, and to follow me on my Instagram, nat.mency, and I'll see you in the next video.